Focus, intensity, and a strong desire for control. As the sun enters into the sign of Scorpio on October 23rd to November 22nd, 2023, this is inviting you into a journey into the depths of your inner world. It's allowing you to explore the aspects of yourself that you have kept secret and in the dark for too long. This transit is a time for introspection. It's a time for shedding light on the hidden or the taboo parts of your human experience that you've not shared with others. The past 18 months for you have been intense and demanding due to the fated influence of the lunar nodes and Uranus's disruptive but ultimately liberating force in your life. This year, the sun in Scorpio is giving us a season of profound transformation due to the final eclipses in these signs. And there's going to be a partial lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, making this a significant culmination in that area of your life. The sun's transit through Scorpio is going to be activating one final release for an inevitable conclusion of the turbulent events that have unfolded in your life, allowing you to close this chapter. Scorpio is a fixed water sign. It's ruled by the planet of Mars, the warrior, fierce, intense, and loyal. So focus on transformation, intensity, purification, power. Expect creativity, healing, regeneration, being loyal, being focused, being pure and intimate, and expecting erotic energies. The negative side that we're going to all have to take note of is being cruel, being manipulative, being controlling, or fear of betrayal and possessiveness. Hi, I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate, and this is your Sun in Scorpio astrology forecast for October 23rd, 2023. So for Aries Sun and Aries Rising, this sun is moving into your 8th house. Now, the 8th house for you is the house of shared resources. It's debt. It's income that you get from other people. It can be alimony, child support, cash, and property that is shared with others. It's inheritances and wills. It's the occult. This is the house of sex, or where we have a deep desire for connections with other people. It's also the house of taboo topics. The 8th house is anything that would be like a joint venture with other people. Now, the sun rules over your 5th house of fun, joy, children, childlike activities, and love affairs. The 5th house is things that bring you pleasure and risks and hobbies. The Mercury rules over your 3rd house of communication, and it's also your daily habits, your mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being. Mars is here ruling over your 1st house of self. So we know that these topics are all going to be combined together in this stellium. Now, the sun in Scorpio, it's about digging into things. It's about being sensitive and being intuitive. It's being generous with your feelings with others, with your intimacy, as long as they have earned it. You will be diving into all topics that you share resources with other people. The sun in Scorpio it's about using your resources or digging into your resources. It's very intuitive. It's knowing when to go forward, when to push for change, not afraid of transformation of these resources. In this house, this is also an opportunity for you to dive deep into a connection with a partner. This could be with a business partner or an intimate partner, and wanting to take things to a different level. It's wanting to understand and connect with someone that you can feel safe with. Scorpio wants to control. It wants to be in control. It wants to be in the leadership, but it wants to be able to see what other people are doing and be in control, but be in control from far away. So at this time, it might feel like you are learning things, working through things, studying, diving deep into all of these topics of your money that is tied up with other people's money, your debt, your any contracts that you have. You could also be taking your connection that you have with a partner and working towards a greater level of intimacy for both yourself and for them. Pushing for them to reveal things about themselves that maybe they didn't want to reveal, that you want them to know that you are a safe space, that you are a secret keeper. You are likely to seek these deep one-on-one connections with other people as you explore the depths of your own emotional nature at this time. From intimacy comes real growth. And this is about a unique perspective on your relationships. This is you attaining a level of illumination where you can be truthful with yourself in the way that you communicate, because it's the first house of self, and we're including the way that you communicate with your third house, with fifth house topics of people that this could be children, or this could be lovers, or this could be in areas of investments, because the fifth house also represents where we invest our money. And this will also include topics of your daily habits and increasing this and making this into a daily habit. You are literally digging deep and wanting to discuss a change, an opportunity to evolve and increase your level of intimacy and knowledge in these areas of your life. So Aries, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And for more, please check out the October and the November astrology forecast and join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I either offer new moon, full moon, or tarot consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, the Sun is now entering into your partnership sector. The seventh house is love, contractual agreements, best friends, significant others. It is social contracts and social promises that you have with other people. It's also the house of exes and open enemies. It's the house of +1, you plus somebody else. Now the Sun is here. The Sun rules your fourth house of your home, your foundations, wanting these relationships to be strong and have a good, strong foundation. Now, Mercury rules over your second house of your personal resources, your cash, your property, your self-worth, and it rules over your children and things that bring you joy and pleasure. Now, Mars rules over your 12th house. The 12th house is your dreams, your intuition, it's hidden enemies, it's other dimensions, it's angels, guides. It's the house where we go for rest and recovery. It's also our personal unconscious. It's the house of letting things go. And so at this time, this stellium going on in your seventh house of partnerships is going to bring you diving deep, digging into your friends, your partners, having these taboo topic discussions and blowing them out of the water and saying, I want to feel vulnerable with you. I want you to feel vulnerable with me. I want you to trust me. We can learn from each other. We can transform our relationships. We can connect on a deeper level. Trust is earned over time, and it's about valuing privacy and personal space. You are going to be very generous with lovers and friends because you know that intimacy is very precious to you. This is something that you want to allow them to know that they can be vulnerable because you want to be vulnerable, that you are not afraid to face any problems, whether they are yours or theirs. This is an opportunity for you to connect on this journey together that will involve learning about each other over time, learning through the transformation and changing. This could also be an opportunity that if you don't get what you want, you may dive in deeper. You may dig deeper without their knowledge. This could have you holding things back or being possessive or being demanding. And so use caution with how assertive or aggressive that you could be. Not everybody is willing to share And you of all people should know this, having this occurring in this house, that it takes work on both parties together in order to create a level of intimacy that you both win. You're likely to seek these deep one-on-one encounters with people because you are looking to explore the depths of your emotional nature and wanting to have this connection with others, wanting to know, is this safe? Is this secure? Because you know that with partners, with relationships that you have, whether they're business, friends, or intimate, that intimacy comes real growth. And you have this unique perspective that you want to illuminate with this opportunity to say, let's be truthful with each other. I want to help you uncover the truth. I want to reveal some things about myself. I look at things realistically. I want you to know that you can be raw and sincere, and I will accept you, warts and all. And in return, you will be able to let down your guard. And because this is an opportunity to deal with power and truth, and to be vulnerable and to be able to face your problems head on. So, Taurus, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please check out the October and November astrology forecast. And please join me 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer live full moon and new moon astrology consultations, and on the off Tuesdays, tarot readings. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, the sun is now going into your house of your daily habits. It's where we find mentors and guides. It's our pets. It's our job and workplace. It's our relationship with our coworkers. It's where we take on our mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, and our self-care. It's also the house of alternative health. Now we have the sun here. The sun rules over your third house of your communication, who you share information with. Mercury rules over your fourth house of home, what you need in order to have this solid foundation. It is also the ruler of who you are, yourself, your body, your happiness, your habits, your strength. It's the first house of who you are. Now, Mars rules over your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, what you do, and who you connect up with in order to achieve these, to bring these things to fruition. Having this much energy in this house, Scorpio is like really diving deep. This could be alternative health and healing. This could be diving deep in order to look for a mentor, look for a guide, look for a counselor. The 6th house is the house of what do I need in order to be healthy, and wanting this 4th house strong foundation. And your 3rd house is bringing in how you communicate. It's you saying, I have to ask these questions. I have to get to the bottom of this. I have to be the one to do this. And I'm asking my counselor, my doctor, the people that I turn to for guidance that I trust. You learn through transformation and change and things that are going on at this time. There's this process going on where you are really trying to release and let go of moving on from the last year and a half that has caused some possible health issues for you. And it doesn't have to be like just physical health. It's like spiritual health things that have been going on. And so now you're focused on, who can I turn to? Who do I trust? It's about being loyal and being unflinching, but knowing, can I trust you with these secrets? Possibly finding a counselor or a mentor or a healer or a psychotherapist, somebody that could help you dig deep and uncover the truth so that you can look at things realistically. This is going to be an area of your life that you're going to be having strategic planning and saying, I need to call it like it is. This is what I need. Get me to where I need to be. Digging into the truth. There could be all types of discussions that bring about change in your health area or in your work sector of how do I balance my home and my work or my relationship with coworkers. Remember that the sixth house is illness and it's alternative health, and there could be some things going on with pets also. I would encourage you to not be aggressive. Know that assertive is one thing, aggressive is another, and that you're going to gain this inner wisdom through confronting your own inner demons and your own inner desires. You just have to acknowledge what they are, and that sometimes when people are not giving us information, it's not that they're hiding secrets from us. Sometimes it's just maybe you're not asking the right questions or not going to the right person. And the sun here is going to really help you laser pinpoint who do I speak to, what questions do I ask, and going through the pecking order to get the answers to the things that you need. Remember that Scorpio it's intense, it's deep, it's using your feelings and your intuition to know that if someone is being open and honest or truthful. And so you might also be looking for working towards a greater level of intimacy between yourself and coworkers, or yourself and the people that support and guide you. You're probably going to be seeking these one-on-one encounters where you can explore the depths of your emotional nature and asking them to reveal parts about themselves in order for you to feel safe and secure so that you can reveal bits and pieces of yourself. This is about an opportunity for you to gain this unique perspective on the mysteries of human life. And to attain this, there has to be a level of illumination that you have to be truthful with yourself and learn these lessons through your actions that you have with others. So Gemini, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. And please check out more on October and November's astrology forecast for all 12 signs. Join me live on Tuesdays where I either offer new moon or full moon astrology consultations, or I offer tarot on the off. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, the sun is now going into your house of play. It's love affairs, it's children, it's what brings you joy. The fifth house is sports and gambling. It's where we take risks. It's what we do on the weekends or how we express ourselves through hobbies or our interactions with pleasure, fun, and joy. The sun is here, Mercury's here, Mars is here. This stellium is really intensifying all of this energy together. Now, the sun rules your second house of your cash, your property, your self-worth, and how you feel about it. Mercury rules over how you're going to communicate with those people that are close to home, family, neighbors, and it also rules over your 12th house. The 12th house is the house of endings and intuition and our desire to have these connections, but following our dreams, our spirit guides, our angels, our ancestors. The 12th house being yours in Gemini is about being able to communicate my thoughts, my ideas clearly and concisely. Now, Mars is ruling over your 12th or your 10th house, and that's your house of career. You in the outside world, your authority, it's your public life. And so if you're not working, this could also be your public reputation or your professional life or your ambitions. It's where you are seen in the outside world. So you take these topics together and wrap them into your fifth house of where you're going to be digging into the truth. This could be digging into the truth about a lover or about your children. This could be you negotiating different topics in order to be able to bring about change. This is an opportunity for you to uncover truth that you can now look at things with clear vision and be realistic about it. You may feel this is about you wanting to feel calm and collected, but it's about you being easily hurt and needing to learn to trust, because you are loyal in this area. You are unflinching and you're very private in this area, and it takes you time to open up. And so this trust with either children, lovers, or what do I share about myself that brings me joy is going to be something that's going to be earned over time. This is about valuing your private space, valuing your intimacy. You're going to want to sit back and assess things to say, do I feel comfortable here? Am I willing to share what I want to do? You're going to be very generous with lovers. You're going to be very generous with children. This is an opportunity for you to also deal with where you can yield power and truth, where you can uncover it and you can yield it, because your words can sting, and you're going to have to be cautious that the things that you say don't go for the jugular, because that's what all of this energy is about, is communicating that I feel hurt, or I want to feel vulnerable, and I want you to expose yourself before I expose myself. And this is an area where you might be obsessive or demanding or possessive. So knowing this, you can work on the positive, the upside of it, and say, I have to take into account that they may be in the same position as I am. That we're both going to be learning through transformation and change. And that your journey is going to be likely to involve learning and experiencing, where do you experience power or lack of power? And it's you looking at, how does power operate throughout your life, of who has power over you, how do they yield it, how do you process this with yourself and with other people. At this time, you're going to be gaining a lot of inner wisdom through confronting your own demons and desires. And this is going to be really a great time for you to work towards these greater levels of intimacy, both with yourself and with other people, because you're going to be seeking these one-on-one encounters where you can explore the depths of your emotional nature, because you know that connecting with these people, and this could include people that you work with or people that you are in, remember 11th house topics of groups and networking groups, that revealing these things, that you know that intimacy comes real growth. And this is to improve your self-esteem, your second house topics. This is an opportunity for you to gain this unique perspective into the mysteries of your human life. To attain this level of illumination, you know that in the beginning and at all times, you're going to have to be truthful with yourself first. So Cancer, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. For more, please check out the October and November astrology forecast for all 12 signs. Join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I either offer full moon, new moon, or tarot consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Leo Sun and Leo Rising, the sun is now going into your fourth house. The fourth house is your home, your family, your roots, your foundation. It literally is what you build your life on. It's people who feel like family, or people who are like blood family. It's your ancestors, it's your past life, it's your property, it's traditions, it's anything that you build your home, your life on. Now the sun rules over your first house of self, who you are. It's literally your identity. It's your strength, your habits, it's your appearance, your self-expression. Now we have Mercury here. Mercury rules your second house of your cash, your property, and your self-worth. And it rules over your 11th house of who you connect up with, who do you combine with in order to, these are your teams, peers, people through work, in order to have these common goals and what you want to achieve professionally or personally. This is the house where you connect up with others in order to have these social circles to manifest group activities. Now Mars rules over your 9th house of publishing, teaching, It's the house of traveling and connecting with foreign people, places, and things. The ninth house is your cross-cultural experiences, and it is where you either, like, there's a teacher moment or there's a student moment, and it's an opportunity to dive into these topics. So know that we have the sun now diving into your fourth house. We now see you taking the energy from all these topics and saying, I need to dig into the truth. I need to understand my past. I need to understand my ancestry, my family, where these traditions come from. I want to bring about change. I want to heal these areas of my life. I want to learn to trust. I am loyal. I am caring. I am giving. And I'm looking for strategic planning to have this conflict resolution taken care of. The fourth house being your home is you being extremely vulnerable at this time and saying, I need to work through pains that I'm having. I need to know who I can trust, whether they are actual family members or whether they are people that feel like family to you. This is you asking them or diving deep into their past, their background, their history, in order for you to say that we have this connection. You can trust me. You can trust me. I want to be able to connect with you on a deep level. This is going to be a time that you're working towards these deeper levels of intimacy, both within yourself and people that you consider family, people that were part of your foundation, that help shape you into who you are. The sun here is you learning through transformation and change. You have a home, or want to have a home, that is a sacred space that you can go home to, and that it's very private, and that you only want to share with a very small circle of people. So this is going to be a process in yourself that will include other people, that you are going to be developing great strength through these constant cycles of communication and diving into and confronting your own inner demons and desires, and with other people saying, we can do this together. You can trust me, or can I trust you? I want to be able to trust you with this secret about myself. I want to be able to be vulnerable. I am digging into my past. I'm digging into all things that have to do with my personal life, and I would like to have somebody to share and reveal them to. I want to bring about change. I want to heal this area of my life. I want to uncover the truth, and I want to look at things realistically. And I can't do that without being vulnerable and knowing that I can trust you to either hear it or share this information with me. At this time, you're going to be really sensitive. You're going to be very intuitive. You're going to be on the spot, knowing if somebody is not being truthful with you. Know that sometimes, that sometimes avoiding of the truth is really the same thing as a lie. But know that not everybody is going to be as comfortable with the truth at this time as you are. So, Leo, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in your life in the comments below. And for more, please check out the October and November astrology forecast. Join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I either discuss the new moon or full moon astrology consultations, and I offer tarot on the off Tuesdays. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising, the sun is now going into your communication sector of your life. It is joining Mercury and Mars. The sun here, the third house, reveals your relationship with your siblings, your neighbors. It's how you communicate with people. It's how you exchange information, how you talk, where you travel to that's close to home. It's the house where we write and we journal and we get an education, and it's writing. It's our personal spirituality. It's it's our cousins, it's anything that is closer to home. Now, the sun rules over your 12th house. The 12th house is the house of where we have to release and let things go. It's where we go to meditate. It's where we go and tune into our dreams and our intuition and pay attention to our ancestors and our spirit guides. Now, Mercury rules over your house of career, your public life in the outside world. The 10th house is your ambitions and it's your reputation. It's how people see you. It also rules over your first house of self. It's your identity. It is your appearance. It's your power and your self-expression. And so all of this together, adding in that Mars rules over Aries of your 8th house of shared resources, we know that we have these are the topics that we are going to be putting into the way that you are diving in deep and asking the deep questions. The sun in Scorpio is digging into the truth, asking the truth from relatives, from neighbors, from cousins. This could be work associates. It is really diving into taboo topics, discussions, negotiations. All of this is to bring about change. Remember that the first house is about you, and the 12th house is, I need to get rid of these fears of mine. I need to get rid of I need to bring the taboo topics to light, and it affects who I am, your 10th house in the outside world, because I have these shared resources with other people, this 8th house. So where you're going to dive deep. This is about bringing on healing. This is going to be an opportunity that you're going to uncover truth and be able to look at things realistically. You'd ask those very difficult questions of others, but in return, you're probably going to be required to give up also the information to them. Remember that this is an area of your life that you're very private. It might take some time for you to open up, and that you know that trust is earned over time. And so this is for you and from you. You know that you value your privacy, you value your private space with your family, the siblings, the neighbors, these topics. And this is an opportunity for you to deal with the power that's found in truth, and that words can sting or be lethal with the people that are closest to you, because this is the house of like early education, knowing that these are the people that you either grew up with or that you're connected with, like in your neighborhood or on an intimate level. You know when you don't get the answer that you want or the right answer, that sometimes your words can sting and they can be lethal. So I'm encouraging you to vibe on the high side and know that this will be a time when you might feel threatened, and that you need to be cautious with your words, because the truth can sometimes hurt, and not everybody can take the truth. Not everybody can take the honesty, and not everybody is willing to be vulnerable for change. And you pushing your agenda of, look, if we just uncover it and discuss it, then we're all going to be better for it. Not everybody can handle that. It's just not on everybody's topic of conversation. And you going straight in and saying, I came here to discuss this. There are some topics that some people have to warm up to, or that they may never be willing to discuss. All right. Also, at this time, your journey is going to be involving a transformation of the change of the information that you get. You might see this process in yourself or in other people, and it's about you developing this great strength through the constant cycles of uncovering and healing through crisis and regeneration, taking a look at your past and saying, this is where I've overcome this. This is how I have moved on from this. And then when things trigger it, being willing to go back and address it so you can heal and move on. At this time, you're going to have gain this inner wisdom through confronting your own inner demons, your own inner desires, and working towards this greater level of intimacy with yourself, your siblings, and the people that are closest to your home. You're likely to seek these deep one-on-one encounters with others so that you can explore your emotional nature. You wanting to be vulnerable and say, this is me, and I want to be able to share these parts with you, and do I feel safe? And this is an opportunity for you to allow them to offer you that safe space for your secrets, your hidden side, so you can reveal that to them. This is you gaining a unique perspective of them and your new relationship that will evolve from this. In order for you to attain a level of illumination, you're always going to have to start with yourself and be truthful with yourself before asking others to be truthful with you. So, Virgo, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please check out my other videos on October and November astrology forecast for all 12 signs. Join me live on Tuesdays at Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m., where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations and tarot consultations on the off Tuesdays. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Libra Sun and Libra Rising, Scorpio, the sun in Scorpio is now going into your second house. Your second house is about, it's you, but it's about your self-worth, your cash, your property. It is your money, your finances. It's your movable property. It's your salary. It's your income. It's your attitude towards your money, your finances. It is your work ethic. And this is a stellium with the sun, Mercury, and Mars there. Now, the sun rules over your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, and who you connect up with in order to acquire those things. It is like teams or peers or social circles, and these could be work circles or people that you get together with, other activities that you do for pleasure. Now, Mercury rules your 12th house of endings and of dreams and intuition and angels and guides. And it's the spiritual realm. It's where we go to meditate, and it's also the house of release and endings. Mercury also rules over your 9th house of your connection with others, with cross-cultural. It is the house of travel, foreign people, places, things. It's the house of publishing and journaling and taking a class or becoming the teacher. And so Mars rules over your 7th house of partnerships. Remember that the 7th house is your business partners, your significant others, your best friends. It's also the house of exes and open enemies. And so know that all these topics are going to be woven into a story as the sun moves into Scorpio. This is going to be you digging into the truth, diving deep into your personal finances, diving deep into how do you communicate, what things do you share. This will have something to do with partners and friends and wanting to connect with others, with either publishing or traveling. Remember, it's foreign people, places, and things. And it's also going to include the 11th house topics of these are my hopes, my wishes, my dreams, and who and how do I trust in order to accomplish these goals. You will be diving deep. This is about negotiations. This is an opportunity to bring about a huge change in your life. That you will be analytic. You'll be very strategic about it. This is looking for conflict resolution. This is an opportunity for you to learn to trust, you looking for loyalty from others. This is your 7th house. I'm looking for loyalty from my friends, my partners. I'm looking for loyalty and trust with these people because I'm generous and I'm caring, but I only give it when it has been earned. And it's not just given. It's an opportunity for you to face your problems, and in order for you to deal with truth and deal with the way that you, it's deal with power. It's dealing with all the things that can be also negative, because this can bring about possessiveness. This can bring about jealousy. This can bring about anger and resentment. And working through that is an opportunity for you to be intuitive in your awareness, in knowing when can you go forward, when do you pull back. You're going to have really good idea of timing. It's going to be an opportunity for you to move through with these people in your life that you're on a journey with, that's going to involve learning through transformation and change, because your relationship as you see it is going to be evolving and changing. You are asking them to reveal topics or things about themselves, and if they're not, you're diving deep into it. Or you are asking those taboo topics. You are really just saying, hey, what are your thoughts on this? Or hey, can we discuss this? And some people may be caught off guard by it, but it's you saying, I need to know the truth. I want to understand where you are coming from. I want to understand how you operate in life, because how you experience it and operate is going to affect the process of how we are together, because we're in these constant cycles of crisis and regeneration, and you want to strengthen and uncover. And it'll take uncovering before you can strengthen it. These topics. It's uncovering the taboo topics, not being afraid to discuss the topics of money or sex or religion. They're going to be off the table. Go ahead. Gloves are off. Ask the topics. This will be an opportunity for you and the other person, to gain this inner wisdom through confronting your own inner demons and desires, and being forthright with the topics and the conversations that will come from these conversations. So at this time, you are working towards a greater level of intimacy, both within yourself and significant others and your friends and anybody that you have a binding contract with, because you are seeking these one-on-one encounters where you can explore these depths of an emotional nature. And you know that from real intimacy comes real growth. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for raw, real, and authentic from people that are in your life. And you have this unique perspective on the mysteries of the human life. And in order for you to attain this level of illumination, first you have to be truthful with yourself. So I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below, dear Libra. And please, so leave me a comment and check out the October and November astrology forecast. Join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon or full moon astrology readings. And I also offer tarot consultations on the off Tuesdays. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, the sun is now going into your first house of self. The first house is your identity, your strength, your habits. It's about how you look, how you act. It's your temperament. It's your self-expression. It's you stepping into your divinity, you stepping into your power. It is how other people see you. The first house is all about you, your personality, your appearance. Now, while here, so we have the sun. And the sun represents your 10th house of your career, your legacy, your professional life, your reputation. The 10th house is how people see you in the outside world. So this is not just about you, but it's also about how other people see you. Now, we have Mercury here. Mercury rules over your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, the networks that you combine with in order that you're connected with in order to accomplish these goals. It's also kindred spirits, and it's also your social circles that you are part of. It is also ruling over your 8th house of your shared resources. This is the house of what do I have together with other people? Alimony, child support, taxes, debt, wills. It's the house of taboo things. It's the house of sex. It's the house of joint ventures that you have with other people. So that's going to be playing into all about you. And then we have Mars is ruled by Aries, and this is your 6th house. The 6th house for you is your mentors, your guides, your pets. It's your body of mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being. And so all of these topics put together because of the stellium in your 1st house. This is all about you diving into these topics. So are you diving into things for a counselor, a mentor, not being afraid to now reveal things with a counselor or a mentor in order to better yourself? I give both of those because the 10th house is you in the outside world, how other people see you. And you know, in order to be your authentic self, this might be you coming out and saying, I dug into the truth and this is me. And this is how I overcame this, or this is the energy that I'm working with, or this has happened to me. I want to bring about change. This will be an opportunity for you to be analytic, strategic in your planning, for you to uncover these truths, and for you to look at things realistically about who you are changing and evolving into. Who do you trust? Who is loyal to you? This will be a time when you will be generous, but generous with the people who have already proven themselves to be loyal and who are generous with you. You are going to be learning about transformation and change, and it could involve something about, like, let's say you're going to a counselor, your mentor, and you're finally ready to reveal some things about yourself, and it has to do with some shared resources or how you feel about these taboo topics. The 8th house is the house of sex, but it's also the house of the occult, or things that might be taboo or hidden or people don't want to acknowledge. And the 11th house, I'm going to bring that in with, you might be connecting with other people who are like-minded, who will be a safe space for you to share more about yourself, and that you will learn from by them revealing about themselves also. Your journey is going to involve learning through this transformation and change, and at this time you might experience like power and see how power operates in life with other people. You might see this process in yourself and with other people, and you can develop this great strength through the constant cycles of crisis and regeneration, because the last year and a half have been really difficult for you in who you are and the things that you have had to uncover about yourself, or that have been revealed about yourself, and that they have been taboo topics that you did not want other people to know or see. And so now this is going to be your time that you're going to be working towards these greater levels of intimacy, both with yourself and with other people. You're going to likely see these seek out these deep one-on-one encounters with others, where you can explore the depths of your emotional nature, your spiritual nature, and that could be again through your 11th house. Remember, the 11th house is your kindred spirits, your social circles. It's people that you align yourself with in order to get to the same results, in order to move towards the same topics. And so you are aligning yourself because you know that from intimacy comes a real growth, and that you have this unique perspective on the mysteries of human life. And you know, in order to attain or get this level of illumination, you first have to be truthful with yourself. You have to be vulnerable, and you have to be willing to share. This has been the last year and a half of my life, and now I'm ready to share more of it and explore more of this. And because it's going to be cathartic, it's going to be releasing, it's going to be healing, and this will then allow other people to see you as somebody that they can turn to, either for strength or as a pillar of like authority, that you understand this. You've already been there, done that. Or it could be that you can keep their secrets. You know that if they will know that if they share with you, that whatever they share, you keep it close to the heart and it will not be shared with others. So, my dear friend Scorpio, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And to get more information on this, please check out the October and the November astrology forecast. And join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer astrology, full moon and new moon consultations, and I offer tarot consultations on the off Tuesdays. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising, we now have the sun moving into your 12th house. The 12th house is the house where we release things. It's the house of karma. It's affliction. It's your intuition, your dreams. It's the psychic realm. It's hidden enemies, but it's also where you go to withdrawal. It's where you connect with your angels, your spirit guides. It's where you connect to the Akashic records. It's where you have to confront your shadow self. It's the spiritual realm of the subconscious mind. And this is a stellium going on in there with the sun and Mercury and Mars. And so the sun rules over your 9th house. The 9th house is diving into spirituality, maybe uncovering some things about different religions or spirituality. It's also the house of foreign people, places, and things, and it's cross-cultural experiences. It's where we take a class or we become a student. Mercury rules over your house of your public life, how people see you in the outside world, your reputation, your ambitions, you as an authority or authority figures in your life. It also rules over partners, significant others. The 7th house is your 1+1 house. It's your best friends, your significant others, your business partners. It's also the house of open enemies and exes. And so knowing that those topics are going to also be brought in with the sun illuminating some things. Now, Mars is ruled by Aries, and that is your 5th house topics of children, affairs, or creative projects. The 5th house is the house of what brings me joy. It's also investments, and it's the house of how you express yourself, things that you do on the weekends, like hobbies and risks and things that you do for pleasure. And so now we know that the sun is going to be going into your 12th house of endings. You are ready to take a deep dive, to dig into bring about change, cut away, remove, have these discussions on these taboo topics. You are ready to learn through this transformation and change over the past year and a half, because it's been uncovering secrets. It's been bringing things to light that have been from one generation to another, or things that you have brought in from like past lives. You know that trust is earned over time and you value your privacy. And so this is about privacy, personal space, needing a space in which you can go, be alone, meditate. And this is an opportunity for you to create that and to remove some of these difficulties. It's time to quit carrying the burden with you. You are going to be stepping into being vulnerable and not being afraid to face your problems. You are looking to plan out using your intuitive awareness. The 12th house it's a psychic realm. And so you're going to have this intuitive awareness of, where do I move forward? Where do I step back? Who do I trust? What are they keeping hidden? And you diving into that. And this could be a release for them, knowing that they have a safe space or safe person that they can share these topics with, and that you will now have this deep connection with them. There could be secrets that are revealed at this time, whether you are revealing them about other people, or they may be revealing some that could be about you. This is an opportunity for you to gain this inner wisdom through confronting these inner demons and desires. Know that at this time, your words can be biting and sharp. And so I encourage you that as you're uncovering these things, use caution, or as things that are revealed about you, Use caution with how you respond back. Your journey is going to be involving a lot of change, a lot of transformation for the better for you. This is about releasing you from these burdens that you have been carrying, and that other people are now going to probably hear about these secrets that you've kept. And these could be secrets about other people, and you were shielding the other people. And maybe it's time that everybody needs to understand why you are who you are, what decisions that other people have made that has created the spiritual being that you are. It has shaped and molded, these experiences have shaped and molded you into who you are. And it's now going to be an opportunity for you to be able to release it. You're going to be working towards these greater levels of intimacy, both with yourself and with others. You're going to be seeking these deep one-on-one connections and these encounters that you have with other people, because you are exploring the depths of your emotional nature. Because you know that from intimacy comes real growth, and you have this deep, unique perspective on the mysteries of human life, of things that were kept in the dark, things that were hidden, things that are secrets. And so to attain this level of foresight and illumination, you know that first you have to be truthful with yourself. This is about the shadow side, and this is revealing some things that have been in the dark or hidden or kept hidden for way too long. And now it's a time to release them with partners, and to seek support through these. It could be spirituality. Remember, we need to bring in the 9th house. It could be taking a class, taking a workshop, or maybe you sharing it and maybe teaching something, or collaborating with others to like share your experience, because your 10th house is going to be activated. People are going to see you as either this authority figure that you have mastered this, you've gotten through this, and somebody that they can trust and talk to. And this also needs to bring in the topic of either children or remember, it's also the house of affairs, or the things that bring you joy. So all of those topics included into what you are now going to be diving deep into, Sagittarius. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments below with how it resonates with you. Please check out the October and November astrology forecast, and join me live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon or full moon astrology consultations. And on the off Tuesdays, I offer tarot consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, the Sun is now moving into the sector of your life that includes your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, who you connect up with, your peers, kindred spirits. The 11th house is teams, it's your social groups, it could be work groups, but it's what you hope, wish, and dream, and who you want to connect up with, whether it be for pleasure or for work. And so we have the Sun here. The Sun is connected to your 8th house of shared resources. It's alimony debt, child support, it's taxes. The 8th house is the house of deep bonding, wanting to have this deep connection with others. And it's also the house of sex, and it's taboo topics and joint ventures. So know that that topic is going to come in. Then we have Mercury. Mercury rules over your 9th house of foreign people, places, things, spirituality, publishing, the law. And so it's legal matters. And it also rules over your 6th house of mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, and your daily habits, and how you work on yourself, whether that's through counseling or meditation or a mentor. It's bringing in all of these topics. And the last topic is Aries, your home, your roots, your foundation. You are going to be diving deep, digging deep, and saying, I need to uncover these secrets. I need to have these difficult conversations about these taboo topics. I need to do this for my health. I am not afraid. I have to learn to trust others, and I'm loyal. Who else can I trust to be loyal? And so you are looking, and you are very intuitive about how forthcoming they are with information. This is with the groups that you belong to, and it's also the connections that you have with others in like not just your social network, but also your friends circle, but your work circle. And so you know that things are going to be transforming and changing. And so your journey is now going to be a transformation and change that maybe there's you're going to be experiencing power, how power plays out, power over other people, or how you have power over them, and how power operates in life. And you're going to see the process in yourself and other people, and how you can, how this brings greater strength, but also where you shouldn't be using it, or other people shouldn't be using it. Remember, where there is the sun in Scorpio, it's about being not just protective and loyal, but it can also be obsessive, and it can be cutting and biting with words and actions. And so this is an opportunity for you to develop great strength and restraint with working through these constant cycles of crisis and regeneration that you've experienced over the last 18 months of your life, and gain the inner wisdom that comes from confronting your own inner demons and your own desires, because you're looking to build this strong foundation, and you're looking to take care of your body, your mental, spiritual well-being. And if that means speaking to a counselor, speaking to a mentor, connecting up with people that are on the same wavelength as you are, that could be a shifting in groups. The 8th house brings in these taboo topics of don't be afraid to ask. You're going to be asking and expecting people to deal with the truth. You're going to need to deal with power and the truth. And so you're asking others to meet you where you're at, and that will let you know who you feel safe with. So your journey is going to be all about this opportunity to explore the inside of where you're vulnerable, where you're very intuitive, where you understand this, and who do you trust, how much do you share, and you also keeping their secrets safe. You saying that I'm a safe person, you can trust me, we can work together on this, that we can be, you know that that from this connection is an opportunity to have real intimacy, and that in order to attain this illumination in your life, that you first have to be truthful with yourself before you expect it from others. So Capricorn, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please check out the October and November astrology forecast for all 12 signs. And join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon or full moon astrology consultations. And on the off Tuesdays, I offer tarot consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising, this sun is now moving into your 10th house. Now, the 10th house is your reputation. It's how people see you in the outside world. It's your public life. It's your life path. It's your career. It is your boss. It's authority figures. It's honors. The 10th house is your life path. It's what you want to achieve in life. It's where you're going. Think of yourself on a pedestal, and this is like your social status. It's how people see you outside in the outside world. Now, in the sign of Scorpio, the sun rules over your 7th house. Now, the 7th house are your business partners, your intimate partners, your friends. It is clients, your one-on-one relationships. The 7th house is also open enemies and exes. So know that this topic is also going to be added into you in the outside world and how people see you. Now, Mercury is here because this is a stellium of a lot of energy woven into one. Mercury is how we communicate, who we communicate with, how we do it. It rules rules over your 8th house. Now, the 8th house is taboo topics, sex, it's the contracts that you have, it's deep bonding, it's alimony, child support, death, taxes, all of those topics woven into one. And it rules over your 5th house of fun and joy and children and affairs and art and creativity and music. Now, Mars rules over your 3rd house of how are you communicating with siblings, families, neighbors, and the 3rd house is also acquaintances and how you exchange thoughts and ideas. And so know that all of these topics are going to be seen as you in the outside world. You are going to be digging into the truth with everything that has to do with authority figures. You are looking to bring about change. This could be digging into the truth about your partner, about business partners, significant others. This is an opportunity for you to deal with power and truth, because Mercury is here. This is about the truth of some things coming out and looking to uncover where people have not been truthful or where they have abused power. Know that this can also be flipped and turned on yourself. So make sure that you are vibing on the high side, because when you are backed into a corner, you might want to lash out and remember, where we have Scorpio is like the stinger, sting people with harsh words or like verbally attack. This is going to be an opportunity to see how power operates in your life, because you're going to see the process in yourself and through other people with where they're using it, where you're using it, how you can use it, how you can move yourself forward through partnerships, through children. Remember, the 5th house is like, and through these contracts, this 8th house contracts, and it's also sex. And so this process of in yourself and with other people, and how you can develop this great strength through the constant cycles of, I need to change this, I need to regenerate, I need to transform. This is going to be a beautiful time for you to gain this inner wisdom through confronting your own inner demons and desires, because the sun shining, revealing, uncovering, diving deep, Mercury, thoughts, ideas, communication, emails, phone, text, and Mars going after and cutting and removing in these areas of your life. This is going to, if it's used well, it'll bring you a greater level of intimacy with both yourself and the other people that you work with, either with your career or authority figures and through partners. Remember, we got to bring in that 7th house. And you're likely to be seeking these one-on-one deep encounters with other people, because you need to explore the depths of your own emotional nature, because you know that from this intimacy comes real growth, a real opportunity to transform. You know that in order to attain the level of illumination that you want, that you have to be truthful with yourself before you can be truthful with others. And so owning up to you, and then you're asking others to own up to things that they've said and things that they've done. And this will be a perfect time that you're just going to be asking those topics, asking those questions that some people might be considered off topic or taboo. And it will reveal everything that you need to know at this time. All right, so Aquarius, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please check out the October and the November astrology forecast for all 12 signs, and join me live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations, and on the off Tuesdays, I offer tarot consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, the sun is now moving into the house of cross-cultural experiences. It's about diving deep into religion. It is philosophy, your beliefs, prophetic dreams, visions, publishing, being a teacher, being a student. It's long-distance travel. It's foreign people, places, things. Now, the sun rules over your 6th house of your mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, your daily habits, where we find mentors and counselors, and also pets. Other topics, we have Mercury here. Mercury, your thoughts, your ideas, the way that you're communicating, it rules your house and home, your foundation, what you need in order for you to feel safe and secure. It also rules over your partnership sector, your business partners, your intimate partners, your best friends, and your one-on-one clients. It's also the house of open enemies and exes. And lastly, we have Mars. Aries rules over your second house of your personal self-worth, cash and property, and your own resources. So we're going to tie this together into a story about when the sun jumps into Scorpio. It's like diving in deep and saying, I'm going to uncover the truth. I want to study this religion. I want to study this philosophy. I want to bring about change, and I'm ready to discuss this. I have a strategic plan. I want to publish this. I want to share this with the world. I want to uncover and reveal. I am going to look at things realistically. This is going to be an opportunity of you dealing with power and truth and who has it, how they yield it, and how you yield it, how you yield your own power and how you deal with your own truth. Learning is going to be through transformation and change. So your thoughts and your ideas about some religion and some philosophy may change at this time. Remember that the ninth house is about foreign people, places, and things. And maybe this is you exploring these areas or these people in your life and saying, I need to understand this. I want to, I have this dream about this and I need to explore this area. I want to dive deep and to understand this on a not just a surface level. I want to go there. I want to live it. I want to walk it, talk it, explore it. I have to do this. It's about cross-cultural experiences, things that you're not experiencing right here, right now. This is asking something to do with partnerships and something to do with home and your foundation. And this will increase your self-worth. This is about revealing some things about yourself. The ninth house is, not ninth house. The sixth house topics that are brought in could be, I need a guide. I need a mentor. I need somebody who will support me through this growth and exploration area, because where this is going on is uncovering secrets, uncovering taboo topics. It's you asking those deep questions. At this time, your journey can be involved through experiencing, again, that power and who's abusing it, who's using it. Seeing the process in yourself so you can develop the greater strength through the constant cycle of this crisis and regeneration of this is why I felt like this and this is how I have evolved from it. I am able to transform from this. This is what I've learned. And so you're going to be gaining this inner wisdom from confronting your own inner desires, your own demons, that your thoughts, your ideas, and exploring them and sharing them with others that are like-minded. This is going to be a time that you're going to be working towards greater levels of intimacy, both within yourself and with other people. You're likely to seek these deep one-on-one encounters. It could be with a partner. That's seventh house. It could be counselors or mentors or guides, sixth house, or it could be fourth house topics of family, of who can I search out that will, and it could be all of them, because at this time, the sun going into Scorpio is saying, I need intimacy. I need truthfulness. I'm ready to explore all of these topics in all of these areas of my life. And I want to explore the depths of my emotional nature, because I know from intimacy can come real growth. And so this is growing with the home situation, growing through guidance of a counselor or mentor, growing and becoming closer with either a friend or a business partner or a significant other, gaining these unique perspectives about the mysteries of life, because in order to attain a level of illumination, you always have to be truthful with yourself. And that's where the second house is. It's going to be about improving your self-worth, how you feel about yourself. The second house is not just about cash and your resources and properties. You cannot put a price tag on how you feel about yourself. That's your currency. All right, so Pisces, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. For more, please check out the October and November astrology forecast for all 12 signs, and join me live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays, where I offer tarot on the off Tuesdays and new moon and full moon astrology consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.